brush art and drawing on a book was a bit sort of boring. And so as soon as I saw a couple of like just old movies, 80s, 84-ish, I think it was, when the whole craze of hip hop came out through media, breakdance movie, Beat Street, and a couple of others. Just seen that and saw some graffiti in the background, and straight away, boom, like just looked at that like, okay, that's art, I love it, and it's rebellious, and it's original, it's a bit dirty, it's not so sort of clean, not really into the clean art, which sometimes even with my graph, if it's too clean, and it's got to be a bit dirty, I like it a bit sort of rough and, not like so perfect. So yeah, I saw that mid-80s. Didn't really spray anything till years later, because I never met any graffiti writers until 1999. I actually met a couple of writers, Yihan Heka. They pretty much got me in the crew, Side Effects crew, which is not an old school crew, but it's got its generations. And yeah, so my first like serious piece, full colour and everything, was maybe 1999, 2000, my first piece. And so yeah, it's been maybe roughly 10 years now that I've been sort of painting, which isn't as long as I hope or wish. I wish I had, freaking 20-year experience, 15 years experience, as most of, or some of my mates do. A big key in graph would be motivation. A huge underrated, element is motivation. You don't have motivation, pretty much you can't do nothing. You know what I mean? You might have the skills, the knowledge, the pain, everything ready, but if you're not motivated, nothing's going to happen. So yeah, motivation's huge. Yeah, like sometimes I lack it, and you don't get out, but sometimes it depends. It's just moods. Hey, one day you're motivated, the next day you're not. You just need to hang around motivational crowd, I guess, and find inspiration. Inspiration is key. Yeah. With motivation as well, influences, you've got to be influenced by someone or something, seeing what they do and be like, oh wow, that's pretty dope, or and then I'm just going, okay, mad, well, I've got to get out there and do my thing now. So that's like inspirational. Other writers, even the haters are quite more inspirational than anyone else really in the game. Because you always get them, and it just fuels the fire, which is great, like, yeah. So, and other art forms as well is great, like not just graph. I'm trying to sort of get out of the whole, just doing a piece, doing another piece. I mean, how many pieces do you have to do to prove you can do a nice piece? So I'm like, I don't want to steer too much into the art world, but kind of like just want to get more creative. But don't get me wrong, like I still like the productions. I'll most likely do another one soon, with like a character in the middle and two pieces in the sides with the same colour scheme. I'm not going to enjoy it as much as I'd love to do something more original, but I just want to push for different things.
Putting up burner at the moment, most of my boys was the old TNS crew. Yeah. Started with the RBS crew, that was, yeah. And then I started calling them man in bag snatchers, and they got a bit unhappy about that, so we started up our own crew. HSB, Hornsby South boys, and then so it's like from Hornsby. Then I started meeting, like the news and Josh, I met the AA crew and that space and all that's the only thing we do. Came to Texas, I got to carry a spray paint and fucking do a throw out and grab another can out of the back pocket and throw it in. It takes 10 minutes, that's it, and you're done, But the only thing I can see happening, like a lot, because I love graffiti, like I was telling you, I buy them Clouded Thoughts magazines every week, I'm buying tattoo magazines just to look at decent art that I could not copy, but add my own stuff to it, put it on walls, because I don't like doing a piece of that, doing a character with it, So, I mean, if you put characters out there, that would be mad, No, Doozy just been killed. Good mate of mine. From here on in, all you see is RIP going up that way. Lost a mate, he loved his artwork too, he's probably another bloke, you go to school for base off him, next thing you know, you have to come down to the wall bar and doing a piece, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and he's still been awake, panels and that,
Graffiti started for me basically as soon as I could pick up a pen. I remember back in primary school when it all began. I remember catching the train from home to city and just seeing all the tags. I just wanted to be a part of it, and ever since then it's just grown. It's just grown into a virus, an unstoppable force. My words have chopped and changed, basically just trying letter combinations, favourite letters, saying what worked, something that can fit my hand style and what I'm used to. My main motivation for graffiti is just saying it. When I say it, I just want to paint. I just want to get out there and I just want to burn the world. I haven't really had many influences. I've just sort of been schooled by some old writers and formed it into my own thing. I don't like following trends. It's the pesto original shit. I think if you haven't got the passion and you haven't got the drive, I don't think you should do it. Because for me, it's about getting out there, putting your name up. It's the same as when your parents were writing "I was here" on their desk. I think graffiti isn't endorsed by the government, and the scene won't be held until people have an understanding. I think graffiti is about education, and I think the scene will head in a good direction if people take the time to understand it. And if they want to learn, then it's there, it's on the table, it's here every day. Well, graffiti is an art form, but it is vandalism at the same time. It's like an evil duality. I think that pop art's right in the back of graffiti, and then it becomes art, and it becomes art when the government make money off it. But I think for now, street art vandalism. For me, it's a lifestyle. I don't take on the persona of a graffiti artist, but it's how I work. I need to go out, paint, I need to go out with texters, I need to just do it. It's not a trend, and that's something for all the toys out there that if you're just going to do it just to say that I'm doing graffiti, then you should quit. Stop. Graffiti it's a game, and I think it can be observed as a culture, as an underground movement that sort of stays within the circle of writers. And there's people out there that will just write for other writers, but I think from a cultural standpoint, most of it is about for the people that don't know. And then there's the other half of evil fuckers who just go out there to destroy shit.
We going downtown, backpacks and school raps, this is out town. See towns and Glenfields, this city's how we roll. You know the goal, I know the thrill, just go with the flow, come on let's go. Way back before I even became an MC, started my career by my Southwest Sydney with my man Stain One back in 97. Those were the days when my curfew was 11. There's a lot of different ways to get your name up. Public property, we never gave a fuck. And I still remember the first train that I bombed, destroyed the back car, and it really turned me on. Cause little did I know the effects were like a drug. I gave everything up, just like I was in love. To ride back and forth down the Campbelltown line. I never had a ticket, so I might catch a fine. Even when the transit marks are out collecting revenue, we'll never give it up. It's something that we love to do, they call it malicious damage, and we call it urban art. If I didn't have this shit, yo, I'd probably fall apart. We going downtown, backpacks and school raps, this is out town. See towns and Glenfields, this city's how we roll. You know the goal, go. I know the thrill, just go with the flow. Come on, let's go. This mischievous day started 96 when all these fucking boys be sucking cocks for milk. Scrawlings on the trains got me so addicted. It's twisted like a needle, the damage is inflicted. One time, defining a wild style like mine. Still to this day, my shit be top crime. No matter where you look from, I'll still be betting wild. Vandalism straight up to a cop's face. Never cop face, hardcore, they giving chase. Too quick moving for the looters up at night. Surviving hatred tactics that slide past midnight. Tag after tag through summer to summer. All my fucking paint hidden relics covers. Therefore, speak no more, no less as tough as heavy metal, but promise to the soul. Nothing but complete control. Paint walls, cause this is how I roll. We going downtown, backpacks and school raps, this is out town. See town to Glenfield, see cities how we roll. You know the go, I know the thrill. Just go with the flow, come on, let's go.
We fuck with exo cognacs, Jimmy on the rocks, vodka with a lot of shots. This is how we like to pop our nights when we run through. Fridays and Saturday nights, we'll make it a party to groove, dance the night away. And if shorty wants to play, then say hey, don't be so shy. Oh miss, I'm so fly, you're looking like $1,000,000, so come on, don't make a fuss. I'm down and I'm ready to bust, cause it's a must that we rock rhymes, paint train lines. Yeah, this is how we do it in Southwest. 2167, we rock with the best crew. City's our game, how do you do? We're labeled as underground, we form strong, pound for pound, we don't stop. We got this shit locked down. Expose the elements, mold like clay. And this is how it plays, and this is how we end the days.
Backpacks and school raps, this is out town. See town to Glenfield, see cities how we roll. You know the go, I know the thrill. Just go with the flow, come on, let's go. We going downtown. Backpacks and school raps, this is out town. See town to Glenfield, see cities how we roll. You know the go, I know the thrill. Just go with the flow, come on, let's go. We going downtown. Backpacks and school raps, this is out town. See town to Glenfield, see cities how we roll. You know the go, I know the thrill. Just go with the flow, come on, let's go. Just go with the flow, come on, let's go. Just go with the flow, come on, let's go.
Get out of my house, Benji. Well, fine. If you're gonna be that way about it, maybe I'll do this. Yeah, look at this. Stop that. Oh, yeah, you don't like this. Stop it. Yeah. Stop doing that to my carpet. Benji would do. Hey!
I'm sick of you cats pussyfooting around, so high and mighty that you can't put a foot on the ground. You think of life as a bike trap to ride till your tights flat and say you ride nice raps, but life ain't like that. Life is addiction, heartbreak and crime, and if you think otherwise, don't start making rhymes. You waste the time. I don't even want to hear you breathing. You can clearly see I'm pissed off, and here's the reason. I'm sick of whack rappers with lots to say, and international acts who act like backpackers on holiday. Mate, who in the fuck has the cash for a holiday? I can't even afford a fucking pack at the holidays, but I smoke cigarettes each chance that I get. Let them tarnish my breath, full of tarts in my deck. I don't want any more, but it's hard to have less. I wrote it half of a deck and now only half of it's left. And I also make tracks, cause I ain't got nothing else. Not that it helps in the least. The police still arrest you if you make beats. They call it increasing the peace, but the sound of my song's sweet. I pound over bomb beats. I only feel at home when I'm surrounded by concrete. Not to be confused with entertainers. I'll get my mates to wrench your laser, but that ain't to say we're hectic gangsters. Oz hip-hop will not get you famous. You're all mad cause you spit and you never blew up. I was bad as a kid and I never grew up. I like big fat beats and bigger breaks. No love for a cunt who imitates. No love song duff, that shit's a waste. You need to come with raw raps that are in your face, baby.
In your face like the candle base, baby. In your face like the candle base, baby. In your face like the candle base, baby. It's a burn to a fucking hour.
You cunts turn up your noses when they're full of the coke. To us cunts with no diamonds or jewels on a rope, but I'd take you calls as a joke. Cause the reason I got in a rap was cause it made it cool to be broke. I get stupidly fucked up and call it alright. Then I spew all my guts up and call it a night. So fuck you if you think that you're flawlessly tight. If one of my mates gets hit, then we're all in a fight. I show my horns on the mic, but I'm crazy in the brain. I'm unable to maintain without weed to take away the pain. So I smoke till my brain's withered. Come home in a bad mood and listen to grave diggers and keep drinking till I damage my liver. I'm so skinny that you can fucking see where my ribs are. Cause when getting a cigar comes before getting your dinner, it will inevitably end up getting you thinner. And I won't quit, bro, my session is spinner. So chop up your gangsters and get that shit in ya. Yep, I'm always ripped fucking high off a stick. It never kills my anger, but it hides it a bit. And it helps you forget the poor health of your head. It's a stressful sitch, mate, what else can be said? I wanna win this race, but I'm falling behind. And I'm in your face, but I'm out of my mind. So man, fuck it, I just keep my feet where they have to be. I've got beef with my enemies and beef with my family.